Welcome to a Prevent Connect podcast, where we explore the prevention of violence against women. This is a project of the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault.
Welcome to another Prevent Connect podcast, where we highlight new research, emerging trends, and exciting efforts in sexual and domestic violence prevention. Across North Carolina, several sexual and domestic violence agencies are currently working with local bars and restaurants to promote healthy norms and consent and train bar staff to recognize and respond to harmful behaviors by bar patrons as part of their sexual violence prevention efforts. Today I'm excited to be joined by Janie, Dowda, and Kara Schaeffer of the Rape Crisis Center at Coastal Horizon Center. Janie and Kara have joined me today to talk about the work they are doing with local bars in their community. So Janie and Kara, I'd love to hear first a little bit about your roles at Coastal Horizons.
Hi, everyone. My name's Janie. I do the prevention and education side of the Rape Crisis Center.
I'm Kara. Hey, everyone. I'm a victim advocate, so I do direct service. I work directly with the client.
Well, welcome both of you to this work. It seems like you're already making a big impact in your community. Can you tell us a little bit about the North Carolina coast and what makes that part of North Carolina unique to do prevention work in?
We're in Wilmington, so it's a big town. We have a university near us, and then we have a lot of North Carolina beaches surrounding, so we get a lot of tourists, but we also have a lot of locals, and we also have the military base, so we get a lot of different people. For prevention efforts, the breweries that we have are always community involved, so I think we have a good layout of who we can speak to in the community.
I think understanding local conditions when planning for prevention is really important, and it varies a lot from place to place. So I'm sure that all of that goes into how you think about the outreach that you're going to do to the breweries. So thank you. So another question for you. I know that when you're engaging with new partners, that can often take a lot of strategic relationship building. So can you walk us through a little bit about how the bar outreach work came about?
It's going and talking to the actual breweries, calling them, getting to know them, grabbing a coffee, asking what they're looking for the community and what we're trying to do, and really just getting to know their names.
It sounds like you're doing a lot of relationship building and getting to know them and gaining that trust. What would you say are the goals of the project after you make that initial relationship? Then what?
The hope for that would build more of a discussion around consent and getting awareness for what we do at Rape Crisis out in the town.
Our big thing for consent is when we were younger, nobody talked about consent. Right now, consent is out there, and we don't have to make awareness for it. So just keeping it light and saying, here it is. And then we're also having a fun bar outreach with it.
What are some successes you all have had so far doing this work?
In the past, we'd only do 1 or 2 bar outreach events during Sexual Assault Awareness Month. What we call it is Pints for Prevention. And this year, we were able to do 4. So it was every week of the month of April, we were somewhere else doing a fundraiser, giving out brochures, giving out fun swag, and just talking to the community and talking to the bar staff. So it was a fun event every week for a full solid month. And then also for another success, Kara, do you want to tell them about the bar bags?
What we did was we put together these bar bags, and we would go face-to-face and meet with the breweries and talk about prevention education for the bar staff.
Trying to get that primary prevention in there so they could use that in their bar sinks and also the bathroom flyers, and had our crisis line for tear-off slips. Then they also used the coasters, which had fun little consent logos on them that we created. And they were fun. It was really fun to come up with these fun little consent catchphrases, and it's an easy way for someone to see consent and be like, actually, let's talk about that while they're in the bar. So it starts right away.
That's great. It sounds like you were really able to connect with people in the community and really show that you're there doing this work in these various areas. What are some of the lessons that you have learned during this project so far?
Just building relationships, and not only calling with them, but building relationships with the staff too, because it was a whole staff experience.
Everybody had a project, and we did it.
Yeah.
And then we came together and enjoyed the Pints for Prevention night with the community.
Well, it's been really great learning more about your work. Are there any resources that were helpful to you at the various stages of this work for folks who maybe are interested in doing something similar in their community?
Yeah. The drug-facilitated sexual assault was from RAINN and the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. So we were able to find the information for that online, and that was a good resource just for the bar staff to have because we created our own flyer and then laminated it, and then we passed it out. So that's something that they could keep. And then we created our own bathroom flyers, but obviously we were able to get catchphrases and stuff from different sites like the National Sexual Violence Resource Center and NC CASA, and then social media was a jewel for us. We created Facebook events, and we really tried to just sell it on social media so we could get the community that we were trying to reach to come to these events, and it worked out.
Thanks. I think those are some really good tips and resources. And, yeah, social media is a force, and we can really harness that to advance prevention messages and let people know what we're doing in communities around prevention. It's been really great talking with you both, Janie and Kara, and we'd love to check in a little bit down the road and see what's coming up next, or if you have any other things to share. So hopefully you're open to that.
Yeah, we love to talk.
Awesome.
Thank you for listening to this Prevent Connect podcast. Prevent Connect is a project of the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault, with funding from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The views presented on Prevent Connect are not necessarily the views of the United States government, the CDC, or CalCASA. To learn more about Prevent Connect, visit www.preventconnect.org. For more information about CalCASA's mission, or to show your support, visit calcasa.org. That's CalCasa.org.